Lucio, who wants to know Jalil Farooq. Now, it's always dicey trying to predict transfer portal, and to a certain extent, from an ethics or integrity standpoint, we don't want to push anyone out the door or talk about guys that have not shown any indication of moving on, that they're going to move on. But any thoughts about Jalil Farooq's season and where he fits into the future for OU?
Yeah, I would really hope, Mark, that he's able to stay, that he decides to stay. I mean, he was a kid that was really close with Caleb Williams in his recruitment, good friends with him, and so with everything that happened with Caleb and Lincoln last year, there was a lot of thoughts that Jalil would go ahead and either follow him or just decide to make his own path and go elsewhere. But he didn't. He didn't go elsewhere. He stayed. He had a pretty nice year. First year, he played a little bit in the bowl game last year, but his first year, young kid. I think a lot of people have very, very high hopes for him. He's a guy that's going to be, I think, counted on to be one of Oklahoma's better receivers next year. With losing, I think that the odds are that Marvin Mims will probably, move on to the NFL after this year. So he might be, Jalil would give himself an opportunity to be, to be one of those guys. So I would be surprised, I think, if he's a guy that hits the portal, unless there's just some unhappiness that nothing that I've heard of.